What up? It's Casper. Today I'm talking about the movie Clifford the Big Red Dog. Clifford the Big Red Dog is a 2021 film. It's rated PG and it's an hour and 36 minutes. Directed by Walt Becker. Love the animation version, the cartoon side of it. This was one of those things that I would watch literally all the time. Whenever the episode ended, I'm like, dang, I wish there was another one. This movie right here, they're bringing the cartoon version onto the big screen. They didn't really focus on too much of the cartoon characters and put them in here. In this scenario or in this movie, it's like, let's work with this storyline and hopefully we could make this world a little bit bigger. In the beginning, they were trying to make it like a dramatic robbery type of thing. The way they're like introducing Clifford in here, I feel like it could have been done a different way, more of a sweeter way. Who are these people taking these puppies away? But the introduction of Clifford was an adorable look. I remember when this movie first came out, I actually watched it in the movie theaters, and the movie theater watch was a standout for me because everything felt big, which is comedy, but the movie theater actually was more believable, and everything in the movie theater, just presentation wise, made a lot of things passable. And this watch right here, noticed a lot of CGI errors. I noticed a lot of the characters in this movie where their hands were going right through Clifford. There's a lot of scenarios where the connection with the actors, you can see that they're definitely acting with something else, and maybe the positioning on where their eyes were. Editing, I'm pretty sure they wish they can probably redo it. Clifford in here does have moments where you are like, oh, that's so sweet, or like the way it looks is just straight kids adorableness. So I think they went more for the kids. I don't think any kid is gonna notice any of these CGI errors. Presentation with the actors here and there could be a little cheesy. Like there's a scene in this movie where Emily is talking in front of a whole crowd, but her voice projection just seemed like she was in a studio. It didn't feel like she was out in a park actually yelling and trying to get people's attention. I mean, it's PG, you know, we're not really trying to put too much of a critique on this movie because it is for kids. The children actors in this movie are all presentable and a very good look for the Clifford atmosphere, the Clifford world. But watching the animation version, you do notice that a lot of the characters from the animation PBS version are not in this movie. T-Bone in here in the animation version is definitely a bulldog, and in here he's like a pug. Did like the cartoon side of this movie. Whenever they were going with the flow here and there, you'll see it. That's where the people who did see the PBS version could be like, yo, there it is right there. They were trying to make it a real life thing. It did look like a dog, so I'm glad it didn't look like a cartoon dog where everyone else looks like straight human and then Clifford just the only thing that looks like a cartoon. You can see that they're trying to make everything as realistic as possible. They were trying to make the adventure real with Clifford, but they did it to a certain point. This movie does have a family feel, so you can see how a lot of the lines in here are involving family. You can see what Emily's character does. She's very shy and stays to herself, and then Clifford is that one that expresses Emily's light, expresses Emily's love that she has, and doesn't, you know, show out to other people. The movie does put real life scenarios, like a lot of kids I'm pretty sure are going through what Emily goes through, just staying to herself and just seeing the popular kids just be loud. Emily, she's played by Darby Camp, and I did like her acting. I did like her look, and I do like the way she was projecting her lines. I feel like the director probably could have helped her a little bit and make her look more of like a boss, but she did a pretty good job. She had funny moments. Casey, he's played by Jack Whitehall. Casey's just chilling. He's just trying to make sure that his sister, which is Emily's mom, doesn't get mad at him, and he's just trying to impress and say like, yo, I can get this done. I can handle responsibilities. Jack Whitehall's acting, he's just trying to work with the script, trying his best to make everything look as natural as possible. You can see that he's supportive, and you can see that he was shocked to see Clifford. Whenever a character is on top of Clifford, obviously the editing and the graphics in there is not the best. How the characters or the people are moving with Clifford, I thought that was funny. Another character in here named Owen, played by Isaac Wang. It's another adorable side of the movie that you can see Emily has pretty cool friends just like Emily. You know, they're just to themselves, warm-hearted, and really adorable with the characters. The evil character Taryn, played by Tony Hale. For me, at times a little awkward with how Clifford and his company is involved, but you can see how this movie is, they're gonna put an evil villain for this this story so the kids can be like, no, don't take him away. So you can definitely feel that they were going for that vibe. The only thing that was off was just sometimes Clifford looked off a little bit with just the CGI animation. They could have tightened up on their editing a little bit. You do got comedic actor Paul Rodriguez in this movie. He here and there a couple funny moments, but the lines in here is just, it's a kid's movie, so you know you can't really do too much but just have nice enthusiasm and just be really nice. The soundtrack in the back gave it that Clifford feel throughout the movie. I do like when the music and the score was following along with the movie rather than just showing up out of nowhere. For it being an hour and 36, I think the length is good length. Definitely gonna keep the kids entertained. I really wish with this movie they did like a number 2, so that we could see more how they live now with Clifford living in the city. The environment was dope, really cool spots that movie was taking you at, really cool scenarios that they put Clifford in to make even the adults laugh. But this movie is straight up for kids, and the kids are just gonna be straight focused onto the screen. After my watching the movie Clifford the Big Red Dog, out of 10 I'm gonna have to give the movie a 8 out of 10. That's my movie review for the movie Clifford the Big Red Dog. Shout out to you guys for tuning into the video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, y'all.